Skyler, welcome to GESS Dubai. How are you feeling? Can you introduce yourself to us?
Absolutely, feeling great. My name is Skyler Carr. I'm with a company called Infini-D Learning, and we are actually a startup here in the Startup Pavilion. It's our first time participating, and we're just excited to meet both partners and educators that we're trying to just share our new platform with.
Brilliant. And you've had a couple of conference sessions today. Can you talk me through a little bit of what those were about?
Oh, it's been so much fun. This is my first time being in a conference where the sessions are actually on the floor of the actual exhibition hall, which makes it really fun because you start out with a certain number of people that like the idea of your topic, that we're planning on it, but then you get all the people walking by that start to stop and look at you and kind of start to meander, and you can build a crowd based off of how topical you are, how engaging you are, which has been so much fun because it makes it almost like a game.
And one of the sessions you did today was sort of a follow-up on one of the webinars that we did earlier in this year. So how was it sort of continuing on that conversation on that topic? And can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Absolutely. We were asked a few months ago to be a part of a webinar leading into GESS, which just blew me away that GESS is building this system that's leading into actual continuity, where we can actually get benefit from the actual conference before the conference even happens, which I loved. And then our response was so good in the webinar that we were asked to do a part 2, our little sequel here at the conference. And I loved it because even though we had a different audience, for us even just as panelists where we're getting to know each other and now we're going to be collaborating on projects moving forward, it's really fun to get to learn and hear and even argue and debate a little bit about the different topics that we care about. And I loved how it created that sense of continuity for us.
Fantastic. And what are some of the reasons you would suggest to someone to come and visit GESS Dubai or speak at GESS Dubai next year?
Oh my goodness, great question. For us, it was our first time. And to be quite honest, it was a very different experience than we expected. We expected this to be something where it was just largely educators, teachers trying to, help figure out alignment, see response. That was kind of our initial go. And when we arrived, it was very different. We were running into a lot of key partner conversations, a lot of collaboration moments. So for those that are really considering it, I found that it has a very nice spread of really high level conversations where you get to really see what the industry looks like, see how you can fit into it, see different opportunities to connect and really collaborate, all the way down to those educator conversations to kind of see what that response is like.
Absolutely. And I'm going to change this kind of questioning for you, mix it up a little bit. So what's one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self?
One piece of advice I would give to my younger self is to make sure that, and this is a little bit different of a line of questioning, would be to make sure that when you are home, you are home. It took me way too long to discover that because when you're in this world, it's easy to be here, to be present because there's so many amazing things happening. For my younger self, I think it was really easy to take that into too many aspects of my work. And something that's important for me is no matter the success I have at work, it's never worth a failure at home. And so now we've created a good structure that took me too long to get to about when I'm home, I'm with my kids, I'm with my wife. I'm able to do that because that makes me better whenever I'm in that stage of work.
That's some really lovely advice. Thank you for sharing. It's been great to chat to you today, and I've really enjoyed your sessions as well, and I've been able to pop in. So thanks so much for coming down to GESS Dubai this year, and we're really looking forward to seeing you again next year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for letting us participate.